These are the Black Diamond Alpine Ergo Cork trekking poles, and it's easy to see why these are such a great value. They're easy to use, they're pretty lightweight, and slightly different from standard poles you'll see out there because they give you a 15-degree corrective angle in the grip. That's the ergo in the naming. This is a more natural position for your wrists, especially on those hills and in alpine environments when you're going up and down hills and on off-camber trails. The grip is really comfortable. You've got a natural cork grip, so that's great for wicking away sweat, and it works really well against gloves in the winter. Below that, you do have a foam EVA grip, which kind of acts the same way as foam against sweat and against gloves. You can actually grab the pole at a different spot if you reach a sudden uphill or an off-camber section of the trail. Instead of having to make micro adjustments to the poles, you just have to grip the pole at a different spot, so that's really convenient to have that extension. You can also palm the top of the grip because it's got a flatter, wider edge. And sometimes when I'm hiking on a steep downhill, I'll actually take my hands out of the straps and get a thumb on the top or get my palm on the top of it, and that helps have more braking power going downhill. The strap here is cushioned, it's comfortable, and it's adjustable, and it's a nice wide band. It has a little bit of mesh in there too, so that can wick away sweat as well. These poles are in 3 sections. They're telescoping poles, and it makes them incredibly adjustable. So you can dial in the perfect length here. There's 2 locks. These are Flick Lock Pro locks, and they couldn't be any easier to use. So you just flick it open with your thumb, adjust it to the right height here, and then flick it closed. The Pro in the naming here means that they're incredibly secure and incredibly durable. On the end of the poles here, you have the Flex Tech tips. There's a carbide end on there for traction, and it's quite durable over time. This piece actually protects the rest of the pole because it'll flex slightly if it gets stuck between 2 rocks. Unlike the aluminum shaft sections that could bend or even break if they're stuck between rocks, this tip bends a little bit. So it can stand up to a lot more force, and it's a replaceable piece, so it's much easier to replace this tip than to replace the entire poles. It seems like a small feature, but it provides a lot more longevity, so you can get years and years of use out of these outstanding poles. Now the very end of the tip here is actually threaded, so you can purchase more permanent rubber tips that screw into place, or you can get a rubber tip that goes over top of it like a booty. If you think you'll want to often interchange between the carbide tip and a rubber tip, the actual tip protector might be a better option, but those are all sold separately. Now the trekking basket here gives a lot of flotation in mud or in soft dirt, but it's threaded so you can remove that, and they actually give you snow baskets. So these poles are great in winter. That's kind of where the Alpine in the naming comes in. So it's a great value with these extra baskets. With the weight, you'll be hard pressed to find such a feature-rich, comfortable set of trekking poles at the same price point. They're the Black Diamond Alpine Ergo Cork trekking poles.
Thanks for watching. If you have additional questions about the gear you just saw, please feel free to visit backcountryedge.com and get in touch with me or one of our other gear specialists. We also have technical specs about that gear on the product pages of our website, and oftentimes we have bonus videos. If you like our channel, please subscribe.